The president says if China doesn't withdraw its retaliatory 34% tariff on U.S. goods by today, he'd add that 50% onto the original 34% levies that he imposed on Chinese goods last week. President Trump's reciprocal tariffs are set to take effect tomorrow, and China's countermeasures are then slated for Thursday. NewsNation has talked to a number of small business owners through this process who create their products in China and have talked about how the tariffs are impacting them. For example, in February, the co-founder of Confidence by GaBBY Goodwin joined us here on NewsNation Live, speaking to us about their patented hair barrette, the GaBBY bow. Here's what they said at the time about the cost of manufacturing in the U.S. versus in China.
This is the GaBBY bow. My daughter, Gabby, and I started when she was just 7 years old. Wow. We manufactured this plastic barrette, this patented barrette with 3 patents in China. Over the last 11 years, we've been trying to have manufacturing in the U.S. I've talked to various companies, manufacturing alliances, U.S. manufacturers, and they've all told me it is best that we continue to manufacture in China because it would cost us 3 to 4 times more to manufacture here in the U.S.
Rozalynn Goodwin is back with us this morning. Thank you for being back with us. I'm looking at your story. I mean, what an incredible story of entrepreneurship and growing this small business. And I'll ask you about it in a minute, about how you guys got started. But I would imagine, Rozalynn, right now you're not just feeling a financial hit, but probably an emotional one as this works itself out.
Absolutely. It's been an emotional roller coaster for me and my teenage daughter over the last several months when we got our dream retailer to invite us to 876 stores. Some months ago, tariffs were at 5.3%. When we signed the deal, they were at 25.3%. Now tariffs are at 59.3% and threatening to be 109.3% after today. It's just been a lot of instability, and like I said, just an emotional roller coaster for a small business owner.
Yeah. So as we mentioned, your product made in China, what is this tariff costing you right now? Can you give us an example of the price difference?
So the price difference is, now we're able to make the barrettes for about 70 cents in China. It would cost us 3 to 4 times that to make it in the United States. We've tried for 8 years. We've talked to everyone to try to move manufacturing over to the U.S. But with plastic injection molding, all of the manufacturers we've spoken to have said it is best that we continue to make it in China. We produce a very low price product. It's just a $4 pack of barrettes. So there's not a whole lot of margin to increase our cost. So right now, what this looks like, our cost of 70 cents for a pack, increasing now to about $1.15, and that doesn't include any shipping, any handling, anything. It's just getting the product over here to the U.S. So with our retail deal, we are already on the edge of losing money from the deal. If these tariffs increase any more than they are today, we will absolutely lose money on this retail deal.
So is it cheaper for you still to make the product in China and pay the price of the tariff versus finding a U.S. manufacturer to do it from here on out?
Still is.
Yeah, it still is.
And it still is. It's still cheaper, even though we would lose money. It's still cheaper to make them in China. And it's not something that, our dream retailer needs about 12,000 packs of GaBBY bows by July. It is not as simple for a small family-owned business that literally started at our kitchen table to invent and patent a brand new innovative product to change our supply chain that we've been using the last 11 years. We can't make a shift like that. We don't have the capital or the cash to make that type of adjustment. Our bows for this purchase order are already in production. I honestly don't know. I don't have the capital to get them here at the moment. So it's very frustrating to work so hard for so long to finally get your dream retail deal and not know whether you can afford to get the bows to the U.S. to get them to the retailer in time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.